Well, good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to console side of ACC Racing, holding hands with MSA this afternoon. And with me, we have got David in here as well.
Afternoon, Rudy. Thank you. Yeah, looking forward to great afternoons with racing.
Alrighty, the guys are in the server, busy practicing, getting all their stuff sorted. But while I've got your attention, obviously here at console side, we do things a little bit more different than iRacing, so we're going to try and keep up with the pace as long as we can, for as good as we can at this point in time. So yeah, Africa Festival Sim Racing 2026, we are at Nürburgring GP track, and we are looking forward to, well, not a full grid, but we definitely got some racing going today. And let's hope the last guys will jump in at the last minute. But off to the information. Welcome to Nürburgring. Alrighty, just a quick rundown. I'm listening to this music. Don't you think it's cool? Alrighty, so we are in Germany today. Track is 5.148 kilometers long and what is it? 16 turns in total. So let's quickly run through them. Turn 1, Castrol S, like a sharp right-hand hairpin, easily misjudged, especially under a lot of braking, a lot of pressure. But that is the opening corner for the Nürburgring. Off to the Mercedes Arena. Yeah, it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. Downhill, off camber, left turn into the right, tightening lacquer. And obviously you need to keep the flow of the throttle going through there, through all those turns. Next up, Valvoline curve and the Ford curve. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, I'm just listening to this awesome music. Anyway, so here we've got the left-hand sweep, which leads into a tighter, slower right-hander. Both corners needs a slight amount of banking, which helps with extra grip. So that's going to be crucial today. From there, we are going off to the Dunlop. Lacquer entry right-hand hairpin leads up the hill towards the Schumacher S's. And obviously there is where all the fun is going to be happening as well. Always a time to take a position over there. And you need to make sure your exit for the little short straight into the Como curve is 100%. From there, you're going to go into the bit curve. And you need to have a little bit of a tidy in and out the turn to maximize for the next Hartzenbeck's Bursen down there. And then right at the bottom, 14 and 15, we've got Fiedel, which always has that little sausage curve on the inside. And yeah, let's don't take out the cone today, guys. Let's hopefully have all of this up and running. But yeah, the kind of Fiedel is fast left into the chicane and requires position and commitment over the curbs. And then lastly, we've got the Coca-Cola curve that takes you out to the main straight over the finish line. The Coca-Cola curve, not that difficult. Don't have it too much on the inside, because that curb will swallow your car into the barrier. So that is the track. Let's quickly have a look and who is on track practicing at the moment. Let's quickly jump in there. David, would you like to take us through the driver lineup for today?
Yeah, sure, Rudy. We've got some big names racing here with us today. From Yellen, we've got Stoffberg, we've got Rousseau, Shanahan, obviously standout drivers in our leagues. We've got Shane Kutzer joining us in the Lamborghini. And we've got the two Beitendach brothers. And then obviously Brandon Williams, solid driver, looking for a solid performance from him today. And then we've got Don the Sniper, who's joined us here. He's a ninth. And then obviously myself and Rudy as your commentators in the lobby for today. Drivers debrief, 12:30. Race start, 1 o'clock.
David, that is correct. We should keep you guys guided onto that. Just to get back to you, David, we have changed Don the Sniper to Don the Samurai for the first season of our club events. He is now a samurai, no more sniping,
No.
but we are looking forward to action-packed racing. So yeah, we'll have a brief break for you guys while we will just be doing the driver briefing just to make sure everything is legit and everything is going forward as planned. But yeah, let's keep focused on these guys while we've got Vermeulen at 155 in the practice session, and then we'll just run through them as we go. Alrighty, then we've also got some lucky communication going on our YouTube channel. Thanks a lot for joining in, and we would like to see your comments a little bit after. We have got a prize up for grabs today for the driver, so it comes down to YouTube. So please nominate your driver. We will keep a note on our side who will be the driver that is nominated to win the prize, and that all comes down to you as the spectator. Our YouTube feedback, so we would really appreciate that. And then as you can see, we have got our local sponsors for our console racing on the screen as well, so big thanks to them to assist us for the year, and we're also giving one of their prizes today. But if you want to join, please follow LNR. We are Discord, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, X. So we are everywhere, so please follow, share, and if you've got a console and you decide to come and join us, please make contact with our admin. We will definitely guide you in the right direction. Righty, Shane Kutzer so far not far behind, Mr. So and so forth. Got two Buitendach brothers on track today.
Daniel Williams still sitting in the pit. He's not taking this practice session. They're probably just having a break. You never know.
Making sure the family is watching on the YouTube channel as well. Oh, Mad Max, thank you very much for voting for me for Driver of the Day. I'll be sitting somewhere in the crowd underneath a lovely gazebo and enjoying the racing from the sideline today. And yeah, thanks again for all the camera action from console side. So definitely, I don't know where David's going to be sitting. I don't know if he's going to be sitting in the pit straight, double checking everything's running smoothly there. But I'll be somewhere on the green grass today. Righty, we've got our first J. LNR SIM eerste nomination. We've got Forster as well. Fantastic. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not much to say. I'm actually quite jealous of Stephen and the rest of the team this whole morning. I think the PC guys have a lot more to their advantage for the session. So we are looking forward to be with you guys with everything we've got here.
Ben Kutzer really wringing the neck of that Lamborghini at the moment. Vermeulen setting the early pace with the 155.25 this practice session. Obviously another 19 minutes left in this practice session, and then we'll be dropping the driver's briefing. First Buitendach brother up in third, 1.3 seconds behind. So not too far behind Buitendach. Shanahan expecting him to improve on that lap time. Got Stoff about 3 seconds behind, but he's in the pits. Second Buitendach brother out on the track mode. And then Don, what do you say, the samurai?
Yes.
he's out on track at the moment as well.
Out on
Who's
track.
come?
No, Samurai is standing on the
Samurai
side.
is standing on the sword. He's about to assassinate somebody.
Righty, a race is an hour long today, guys. So we've got 15-minute practice, 60-minute race.
15-minute practice. Okay,
15-minute qualifying.
yeah.
But he is more than welcome to jump out and do their laps.
Let's keep an eye on Shanahan. He's out in a lap.
While I got you guys on stream and watching, if there's any sound quality or anything that is too loud, too soft, please mention it so that we can just change it at the last minute. Feedback would be appreciated. We are on board at the moment with Shanahan in his Ferrari. We're going over to driver briefing in approximately 15 minutes, so let's just enjoy these guys on track and making sure everything runs smoothly. I feel like Stephen at the moment killing fires, getting a lot of inquiries on how, what, where, and what. Like, come on, guys, let's get this going. Alrighty, let's quickly jump back to that screen. Vermeulen still in his Ferrari, 154.9.
Starting to dip into those 54s.
We know definitely Kutzer and Shanahan and Williams can definitely do the low 54s. I think they're just hanging a little bit back. Shaking their hands, getting something to drink. While I'm somewhere in the stadium.
In the stadium.
Sitting on the green grass, enjoying this view. Then just feedback from console side. Obviously, liveries are standard. You can customize as much as you can on console only. You cannot import and copy and paste like in PC. So yeah, that what you see there is what the guys put together for themselves. And Vermeulen going with green and black. Shane Kutzer in his Lambo, red, white, and black. Mr. Rousseau, nice BMW colors. That looks like a bluish.
Nice.
That is looking good, yeah. Preekie buitendag, we've got standard one from McLaren, nothing out of the ordinary. Not too sure why he's picked this one. We need your number on the door.
Safety car.
Safety car.
It's a safety car. It's a safety car.
We can't say that.
Yeah.
No numbers, unfortunately. You just need to put the headlights or the lights on the roof, right? Righty, there we go. Jan, his brother. Same livery, just different colors. There we go.
Stock car sitting in pits at the moment. Brandon Williams still sitting in the pits with no lap time at this point in time. And we have 13 minutes left in this practice session. We're going through the times again. Vermeulen setting the pace. He's just improved to a 154.5. Kutzer 6 tenths behind that. And then we start seeing Rousseau Shanahan 1.4, Baitendorf 1.7 seconds behind, second Baitendorf 2.8, Stoffberg 4 seconds behind, Williams on the Samurai out to track at the moment.
Don the Samurai. Orange.
Looking good in the LNR colors over there.
Correct, yes, proudly LNR colors. And Don was racing the whole morning as well. He was on iRacing GT3.
Doing the iRacing as well.
That's correct, yes. Unfortunately, he had a power failure at home there in Cape Town. And obviously the open wheeler F4 race, I don't think he joined there, but yeah, he is back with power, and that's why he's joining us here today. He's sitting in his warm seat the whole day.
The whole day, yeah.
After this, he'll be joining the MSA Cross Car iRacing as well, so he'll be sitting and hopefully switching steering wheels from GT3 to a round one, because there's no chance in hell you can drive the cross car with a GT3 steering wheel. So good luck on that, Don. To get back to you, yes, he was there, but he had a power failure. He was really looking forward to the F4 as well, but unfortunately here in South Africa we've got power failures anywhere, anytime, right?
Now they can just happen. They just happen.
It just happens.
Yeah.
Another 10 minutes before driver briefing.
Camila increasing that gap at the front, standing closer towards the best side of the second. Ahead of Putzer, the 154.43. That's a good lap. That's a very solid lap. Brandon Williams still sitting, but no representative lap time from him as yet.
Notes and I can't find them. Right, as you can see, cars are split up throughout the track, everybody getting enough fresh air, double checking everything. But yeah. Black in the front of the BMW, or is that just dark blue? I am just looks black. Black, blue, and silver. Mr. Rousseau. Only 9 races, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a tough one. We had a lot of inquiries and so forth. At the end of the day, licenses had to be paid, everything had to be 100% for to join in these races. If yeah, I'm stuttering, but definitely me and David would also be on track, but we are here entertaining you guys today. So staying back on track. Take that white line. Pit exit is crucial.
Yeah, you get your penalty should decide to cross that line there. 9 minutes left in this break session, yeah. Milan still sitting pretty in a 154.4. Pretty tight between Buitendach and third, Rousseau in fourth, Shanahan in fifth. Second, those lots.
Dean's hitting a little bit of a high ping there. Everything is okay on his side.
Paint scheme on that Lamborghini makes the front end look like not a Lamborghini. It doesn't look like a Lambo. Ooh, bouncing over the curbs there. Very bouncy over the curbs there, coming up to the last corner. See what Assetto can do. Can you improve on this lap time? It is 8 tenths behind at the moment. He crosses the line now. And it doesn't improve. It is a shame. I think he's got the pace. He's just bouncing over the curbs a little too much. Coming through the Schumacher S's and obviously leading up to the car section of the track. Maybe a little bit smoother on the curves over there. Here it's crucial. You have to nip that left side of the curb. Here as well, you have to nip that curb on the right hand side. Why don't you just throw yourself out wide? Looking good so far. Coming up to a very crucial part of the track. This next turn. It's such an easy turn, but there's so much time to lose in this position. No problems there for Shane Kutzer. That really lose some time there. That didn't look too perfect, but let's see, it's a crucial part of the track. It looks better than the last time round. Not as bouncy. Like the inside curve there, not as much as the last time. That's good. Very tricky corner, yeah. Coming up to the chicane, which is a little deceiving as it is, because you can actually take it a lot faster than what you think. Very late in the brakes. Turns it in. That's looking better, not as bouncy as the last time round. Down here. This is definitely improvement from his previous lap. 9/10, almost a second as Milan drops to 154.3, and Kutzer comes over the line.
Unfortunately. Robin, to get back to your race should start at 1, if I'm not mistaken. It all just before 1. It all goes as planned. So let's hope everything runs smoothly from here. Yeah, he jumps to
the I was just about to say, let's see. Oh, Shannon also moving slow. He's stopped up and jumped back to the pits. The moment out to the track, we've got Shane Kutzer. Shanahan's jumped back to the pits, but he's not reflecting yet. And Dean Kutzer joined us in his Ford Mustang, number 48.
You got a nice blah blah blah. I can't really say that now, can I? I just stand on my toes here. All right, we got a nice mix of GT3s today. We've got the Fords, we've got one Aston, unfortunately, 3 Ferraris, 2 McLarens, 1 Lambo, 1 BMW. And the spectator, I've got my Honda shirt on today. David's got his Ferrari shirt on today, spectating from the side. Robin, thanks a lot for the go ahead there. Thank you for watching, and hopefully we will see you more on the YouTube chat.
Yeah, BMW definitely looking the part. I have to agree there. It's got a spot on paint job on it. Look at it. It was BMW. It was just so. Yeah, I like these paint screenshot that he's got on that Mustang, and then Donovan obviously looking good in those LNR colors. Orange, white, and black.
Nearly time to shoot off to the driver briefing, which we will also be handling from our side. So we will leave you on a screen, unfortunately, with the nice little rock and roll music in the background. I'm enjoying so much. They're chatting to you guys. The moment driver briefing has been settled. So at the moment, we've got Corsa voting for himself, and we got one Rousseau for the spot prize.
Ooh, Don going over the grass there. Makes it nice to be back on track.
Getting back to the Ford BOP, yes, we still got a 20% reduction, and I think it is less than 20 kgs on this track as well, if I'm not mistaken, the BOP for Nürburgring. But don't worry about that. 20% reduction on engine power. It still stays a fast car. Doesn't matter how you look at it.
That Mustang is unbelievably fast in a straight line. Some may say unnecessarily fast in a straight line.
Righty, I need to jump through to the driver's briefing, so we'll leave you guys on the view, unfortunately, on there.
Right, back in a minute.
All right, guys, welcome. Franz, Brandon, Joshua, Leanne, thank you for joining. And we have got Shane in here as well. We're obviously new to these driver briefing discussions. I don't know if anybody can talk back maybe. Shane, you want to shout at me? Say a hello or a goodbye? I just see a little hand waving. Okay, I'll take that. You can hear me. Thanks, Joshua, for another hand.
We can't speak. Use your words, bud. Use your words.
Thanks a lot for joining, guys. We just have to wait for the rest of the guys. And I really hope that everybody would have joined in the Discord channel. I just want to double check. I think these guys are the only Xbox guys. I don't know if... There we go. Jared's joining. All right, let's just wait for the rest. We should have 10 guys in the audience. We're only on 7, and I would really like to start because there is another 14 minutes left before qualifying starts. Let's quickly send out a WhatsApp. There we go. We got number 8. We're waiting for 2 more guys. En daar verlaten ons weer. Freekie, welkom. Righty, you live on stream? Yes, we are, Leanne. I'm running the African thingy here. Alrighty, we are back. So sorry about the longer initiation for this. Back on track at Nürburgring. And I will then just quickly jump back on. The guys are... They've got 3 minutes left. Before the qualifying starts. So lucky I could find my mute button on the driver briefing and not on the live stream. Thanks a lot for the guys that reminded me on that. And yeah, just another quick learning curve. We've got a new channel that we haven't really used, but that's just for our little admin work. So we learn, as they say. Alrighty, there is about 2 minutes left for these guys just to do their thing before we jump into qualifying. Vermeulen back on track in his green and black Ferrari.
2 minutes, just under 2 minutes left in this practice session. Getting down to business end of things. Qualifying. Then still leading the way. Getting the pace of this practice session near the 154.3. He's gone down to very close to a second ahead of the rest of the field.
Lap times for practice doesn't look too bad, and it's just a practice session, so they've got a little bit of fuel in there. When they start the qualifying, they'll obviously reduce their fuel limit to a lot less. Make the car a little bit lighter and hopefully be a little bit more aggressive during the corners.
You can see Vermeulen making all of his time up in the first and second sectors. See the third sector pretty much on par between himself and Putzer. The drivers coming in at 17 seconds. But yeah, you can see there's 54.7 in the first sector versus 55.1, 42.6 the second sector versus 43. He's gaining almost half a second in that second sector alone. And in that third sector, you see 16.7 from Vermeulen and the 16.8, which is a pretty fairly matched in the third sector, but that first and second sector.
Righty, last minute to go before qualifying kicks off.
153.8 by Vermeulen. That is insane. Wow. Definitely leading the way with that one, that's for sure.
David, I'm getting a comment. You need to shout at the people there from the pits. They can't barely hear you.
Oh, it's because my mic's up on my forehead, that's why. Oh, that one there. I'm speaking into the wrong mic. Let's close it. Here we go.
Alrighty, yeah, let us know. Mike is almost dead. Can't be Mike.
I'm sitting right next to Rudy. And unless he's stealing all of my thunder here at the moment. And there we go, down to business, into the things, qualifying, low fuel runs, new tires. I wonder if Vermeulen can drop that time even more. Williams immediately out of the pits. So we've got Rousseau, Vermeulen, Jay Buitendag, and Brandon Williams all out on track at the moment. We're spectating on Vermeulen and that green Ferrari of his. Let's see what he can do. Let's see what the other boys can do to catch up.
Who is the guy to vote for today?
I'm going for Vermeulen. I'm expecting a race between Vermeulen, Kutzer, Williams, and Shanahan. I think those are going to be the top 4 drivers.
I think the 2 Buitendag brothers can also play a role. It all depends on how the qualifying goes. And yeah, got a long enough race and anything can happen.
I can see the 2 Buitendag brothers and Dean Kutzer keeping each other busy all day long.
Do not estimate the Ford.
Now that Ford is strong. That Ford is really strong.
Yeah, let us who's going to do the first quickest lap time.
Whelan's just about to come, completing his lap, bouncing over the curbs there through those the chicane there, nice and tight through that last corner.
Maybe you should have the mic and I just shout on the back seat.
Oh, it sounds like you like shouting, so. No lap times on the board yet. So easy to exceed the track limits here. Probably why we're not seeing any lap times coming up just yet. Brandon Williams and that Ford Mustang of his, number 55. He hasn't done some racing in a few months. First time back in the seat today. Let's see how he goes. Usually top of the pile when you see him in the car.
Oh, guys, what a view. I got sunshine, I got a good crowd. At least there's no Honda to cut the grass today, except me with my Honda shirt here in the spectator view.
No lawnmowers out on track today. Shame, yes. It was Mickey Lelik van jou hoor. Yes.
Oh, we are on the line too. We mark a little bit, you know. I mean, there is enough grass. Alrighty, let's see. They are now going back to the main straight. So let's see the first lap time up in.
Bielen's put in a 154.4. Williams has come in a 154.6. That's close. First Buitendag brother comes in 2.5 seconds off the pace. We still have just under 11 minutes to go in this qualifying session, so still a few more laps the guys can get in. Everybody out on track at the moment. Rousseau putting his BMW up to third. Buitendag, if Buitendag pops in 1.7 seconds off the pace into third. Shanahan and Kutzer still need to complete their laps though. Expecting them to jump right up to somewhere close to the top of that. I would say probably top 4.
Then I need to get that red mags on that Ferrari, burning. do not throw Dean Coetzee. He was really runner-up for our club events. So definitely do not throw Dean away.
So well stable through those Schumacher aces. That bouncy going through there. Nice coming out of it though. Going to the last corner, nice and tight. Puts the foot down. Takes for the line. Where does he slot in? Third. Just over a second away. Still very tight at the top with Millen and Williams, with only 2/10 in it between them.
Righty, the two brothers not doing too bad either. 4th and 7th position. Ooh, sorry, Shane Coetzee just got a little bit quicker. So Freki is in 5th position and Jan in 7th. We've got the BMW in between them.
Oh, Rousseau finding himself in a McLaren sandwich. Times between Rousseau, Jay Buitendag. So really close. Don throwing that Aston Martin of his around the track there. Coetzee looking to come in, complete the time. Where does he put himself?
Dean is moved up to 6th position. And then 2nd, Shanahan, Coetzee, Buitendag. Yeah, 6.
Millen starting to dip in the 53s again. Good to see that Brandon Williams hasn't lost any of his pace after being out of the seat for so long.
Right, there's just under 6 minutes left for qualifying. And then jumping to the pits. Shane is still on track.
Up in 4th position. Very, very close between Shanahan and Coetzee for that 3rd position. We've got F. Buitendag and Dean Coetzee. And Jay Buitendag, the two Buitendag brothers, Dean Coetzee and Rousseau. There's a little pocket forming there for the race. And then we've got Don and F. Stoffberg rounding up the field. How much time we've got? 6 minutes, just over 6 minutes left. I'd say we probably could be good for another 3 laps.
We have got a request. Robin, your request will follow. There we go. In car. Dave Millen.
Oh, very late on the brakes. Oh, gathered that very nicely. He's up on his lap time. Crucial to carry it through this corner. Yeah, he's gaining. He's up a 10th. Oh, he just didn't quite get the traction to carry it through, but he's still going to improve on this lap time. Yeah, he's down to 53.9. 7, Brandon Williams.
One thing about the Ferrari is you can brake so late.
The Ferrari is very good on the brakes. I have to say that's my go-to car when I race on ACC as well. Really, really good on the brakes. Loves the trail braking. Something that I can't seem to do with the Porsche though. Is the Porsche doesn't like turning while you're on the brakes. You've got to be off.
Okay. There we go. But I'm getting decided now.
Yeah, I know. He's decided this. Yeah.
Yeah, spotlight is on him at the moment.
Go pick on somebody else.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Leave my racing lines alone. Anyway, okay, let's.
Your trial period has come to an end. For the full experience, please purchase.
Oh, fantastic. Alrighty, we're on Brandon Williams at the moment in car view.
He's also keeping it very tight and very close to the time that he's set. Coming out of this corner, he's got not getting the traction quite down. Coming up to the Schumacher is very important here. Carry all of the momentum through here, not touch that on the gravel track on the right hand side. Carry the speed through. Very nicely done. Just get the power done. Seems like the rear end is stepping out a little bit there on Brandon Williams. As we lead up to this last chicane, didn't quite get the traction down. Didn't carry the momentum through that previous set of corners. Needs to be late to the brakes. Keeping the car in nicely. There we go. A little bit bouncy. A tenth up. He needs to carry it through. He is at the moment 3/10 behind. Oh, so difficult to get the traction out of that corner, but he does carry it through, and he does improve. And he's down to 2/10 behind him, and he decides to jump back to the pits, probably get just a top up of fuel and maybe a new set of tires. We have 3 minutes left in the session. Will Brandon Williams go out? He immediately goes out again, so as I said, just tops up new tires, and he's out. Who are we watching on now? Dean Corsia. Let's have a look at that. Dean.
Just nursing the Ford. Getting everything in place.
That's a nice line through those S's there by Dean Corsia. Getting all of the speed and momentum through with him. And Dean doing really well. 1.7 seconds off the pace, but I think that's a really good pace from him. He's looking very good.
Keep the car stable. 60 minutes of racing. One pit stop. He's already down 300.
He's improving. He's improving though. We get that probably down to 1.3, 1.2 seconds. Does he get the power down? No, he loses a bit of traction. Obviously a bit of speed coming through there, but he does go fast, about 2/10. Ooh, he's on Shanahan's pace. He's basically on the same pace as Shanahan. Shanahan in fourth. Not with much of a big lead towards Gutsia and then towards Buitendorf. The two Buitendorf brothers. That's going to be close, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Going to be an interesting race between those guys. Then with Vermeulen leading the way to 153.9. Brandon Williams just behind him, 2/10 behind him. Shane Kutzer has also gone a little bit quicker. And we are still spectating on Dean Kutsia.
There's about a minute left, Robin. Yeah, soft tires. Unfortunately, on console, we cannot really pick. We can only go slick or wet. So it all comes down to your tire pressures and so forth, brake ducts to keep the heat in the tires and so forth. So there's no soft, hard, or ultra soft compounds here on console side.
Just unlock SP Stratos.
On all of them.
Yeah.
On all of them. Keep it fair.
Well, those are Michelins on the cars, right?
I haven't really looked in detail.
I think it's Michelins at the clinic.
Let's see if we can. He's just stopped too far. Zeros, I don't know. Pirellis?
Pirellis, okay.
Answering all your questions here, but we've also got a question mark for ourselves. We can't really see here while. Let's check Shanahan. Oh,
Club Pirellis. That was a Dunlop. P0, that's the
P0,
Pirellis,
that's
yeah.
the
P0 is
Pirellis.
the
Okay.
Pirellis, there we go.
We just updated our tire information
Yeah,
as
our
well.
tire knowledge, we're just working on our tire knowledge a bit. Now we just need to work out what they actually do.
What they actually do.
What are the tires actually for? Now that we know they are Pirellis.
Right, so in console, Robin, just to get back to your question there, obviously PSI, anything is between 26 I want to say 26.6 and 27.2. It all depends on your driving style and where the heat is and how your brake ducts is open or closed. Keep the tire temps in that area. But yeah, also depends obviously on the track temperature. We are now on track temperature of 28 degrees and the track is at least optimum. These guys are finishing their qualifying and we will jump to the start of the race while everybody will be on track.
And there we go, yeah, qualifying done. Vermeulen takes pole position, 153.7, and then we got Williams 3/10 behind him. Kutzer just a second, then we got Shanahan, Kutsia, F. Buitendag, J. Buitendag, the two brothers right behind each other. We've got Rousseau in the BMW. We've got Don the Samurai, in 76th position. That's his race number, hey? That's his race number.
And not his age either. He's a little bit younger than 76.
So he's a 9th. He's not in 76th position. That's his race number. And then rounding off the pack, we've got Stoffberg in his Ferrari, number 25.
Don, is that you seeing there? I'm seeing you there in the pits, there between the McLarens. Are you not waving?
Ask Zach, ask Uncle Zach if he's got a seat open there for me while you're rubbing shoulders with him.
Okay, good. All right, guys. Yeah, that was qualifying.
We'll have probably a 2-minute break in between qualifying and the start of the race. Start of the race is obviously rolling start.
Of the formation lap.
Full formation lap. And then we will have a rolling start. That'll probably be within the next 2 or 3 minutes.
Right, so hopefully some guys are stretching their legs after the qualifying session, getting off their rig, getting something to a chippy off a broodjie of a burger. I don't know what the
Of a
guys
chip
are
broodjie.
Of a chip broodjie.
Yeah.
South African special with a bit of mayonnaise.
There we go.
Before they jump on track, stretch the legs. Us and the Coke. Because we're not allowed drinking and driving, right, David?
Yeah, apparently we need to behave ourselves, eh?
Safety first, guys.
Yeah,
safety first.
Always.
If you're drinking and driving, rather pull over and phone an Uber. Or phone a friend.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. What's happening? Oh, we need to press drive. We don't press drive.
I don't see anybody on track.
That's nice.
Ja, wat gaan nou hier aan? Don't press drive.
But so it would appear Casper and his cousins just showed up on track. Oh, here we go. Cameraman is just lagging a bit behind. I can see Don on my screen, yeah. Just panning in, it'll probably...
I've got no idea. This is the first for us. Robin, how many laps is there? It's not quite, yes, it's not what's required. Fuel and tires. There we go. Console has woken up. Fantastic. There is one pit stop. Fuel and tires is required. So the guys have got an option, obviously, from the start to go a little bit heavy or go a little bit light from the start, but a pit stop is required. So 60 minutes, let's say you are going to need, I'm sucking here about 75 liters of fuel in total for an hour, if more or less give and take. So yeah, so you can split it up in two if you want to go in the next 30 minutes going for a pit stop and get fresh tires, or go a little bit longer or go a little bit shorter. It all depends on the driver and his strategy for the race. And remember, the guys in the HUD can change their amount of fuel. So if he's in an incident and he's driving back to the pits, he can fill it up, do the tires and go all the way to the end. So that option is at least there for the guys to make. thanks a lot for turn 1 is always going to be fun.
Heavy braking zone. Heavy braking zone.
But at least the track is wide enough for side-by-side action for the first, I want to say, half of the lap, or they fall all in line and start racing hard. Alrighty, where are we going to be spectating on Mr. David?
I guess if we spectate you on third position, I guess we'll get a nice view going into turn 1. Oh, are they already rubbing shoulders over there? Ghost mode is on. I forgot about that. There's an incident on the warm-up lap.
Oh no, Shane is in third position in the Lambo. We spectate on him.
So we'll probably go second first.
Should we view on Brandon?
Yeah, I think we'll view on Brandon.
And fortunate console has got a little bit of other buttons to push to get the stuff sorted, so thanks for sticking it and making it up with us.
And getting those brakes nicely up in temperature. This warm-up lap is so crucial, especially the warming up of the brakes, because you use that to drive up your tire temperatures as well. So importantly, you can have your tire pressures correct, but if your tire temperatures, or the IMO as we know it, your inside, middle and outside temperatures on your tire isn't within that 90-degree operating window, then you're not going to be as fast as the other guys. So those two go hand in hand, and I'm sure there's going to be some interesting pit stop strategies coming up with this as well, because at the end of the day you have two options available to you really. You either top up fully and you change your tires, but then you add 30 seconds to your race, or you stick to your tires and you just dash 2 liters of petrol and you
It's
go
still
out
going to
again.
be tire change, it's still going to be 30 seconds, either or.
It's mandatory.
Mandatory.
Oh, so there's only one option available to you then.
Righty, we are going off to the start of the race, main straight.
Right, and we will be racing in. Green light. There we go. Then
we go.
They're off. Oh,
Side by side.
right by next to each other, side by side. Williams might just take this one. Going into turn 1 now. Oh, very aggressive. Oh, no. And Vermeulen just gets taken out. Oh, no. That's Williams' race. It's probably going to be a good 3 minutes that he's going to have to sit in the pits there.
Unfortunately, don't know when it's back.
Very, very, very unfortunate, and I'm sure the stewards will take a much closer look at that one there. So at the moment at the front we've got Williams leading the way, taking out a few cones. You've got right behind him Shanahan in his Ferrari, Kutsar in third. Very unfortunate incident going into turn 1. The moment you saw that McLaren on the grass, I guess that was the only sign that you needed. Incident was unavoidable from there.
We lost someone as well.
Yeah, that would be our leader. Yeah, so that is a DNF damage on his car, too much to carry on. Very unfortunate.
Unfortunate that one of the McLarens has taken him out.
Yeah,
Going first.
that was Buitendag putting all four out on the grass, not being able to stop the McLaren and just smashing into the side of Milan into turn 1. We did say before the race start that turn 1 is going to be chaotic, which it usually is. Nice, oh, Shane collecting that Lamborghini fairly nicely in the background.
Obviously, Jared not happy at all with this incident in the first corner. Righty, back to racing. Shanahan has taken the fastest lap. Brandon Williams a little bit ahead.
Pulled the second up. And there, Kutsar keeping them honest. Dean Kutsar doing a solid job up there in 4th place in that BMW of his. Also racing, seemed like in the LNR colours. So the red, white, and black. Who are these boys? The STR.
They've got their own team, correct? Yes, Team STR are going proud with their colours. Robin, getting back to you there. Was that Freaky? I didn't see the number on the side of the car, and I think he's the only guy that we actually...
That would have been Freaky, yes. Unfortunately, he was part of that incident there. Putting all four wheels outside on the grass and just smashing into the side of Vermeulen. Unfortunately, that's caused him to retire, and he's no longer part of this race. Shanahan looking very bouncy coming over the Schumacher S's there. Kutzer not letting him go.
Not too sure why Jan is in the pit straight away, or was that Jan that... No, Jan had the other colours. But yeah, unfortunately
there was Jan. Sorry, that would have been Jan and not Freaky. That would have been Jan that was part of that incident. He's in the pit at the moment. He'll probably have a good 3.5, maybe 4 minutes that he would have to sit there.
Freaky's got no number.
No, Freaky's got no number on.
But no. Jan has done his bit now. I think he is going to gun it all the way to the end. So he's cleared his pit stop.
Possible to make those tires last an hour.
That is possible. It's going to be a little bit difficult to handle in the last 5 or 6 minutes, but he's definitely doable.
Oh, something must have happened between Shanahan and Kutzer, or something must have happened. They've just lost 2.5 seconds towards Brandon Williams. He's just scampering off in the distance at the moment.
Daryl, thank you very much for joining. Let's go, Williams. Not too sure what happened there with Shanahan.
They have basically handed Williams a 2.5 second lead. Oh, there's more. Oh no.
We got a DC. Did you get a DC?
I got a DC.
You got a DC. Okay.
I got a DC.
I've got the stream live up and going. Please come and join me back on the stream.
All of my connection failure. Oh, now I can't get back to the crowd. I can't get back to the braai. It's all lost. It's all gone wrong with us.
Righty, so Brandon's still in front, building up the lead, putting the pressure.
He's just pulled another half a second out. He's not hanging around. Interesting thing about Brandon Williams, for those that don't know him too well, I've been racing with him for a good number of years now, and I think about 8 or 9 months ago, when I checked his kilometers that he's raced on Assetto Corsa was over 1 million kilometers that he spent behind his wheel on this simulator specifically. Imagine 1 million kilometers.
That's a lot.
Hey?
That's a lot of time.
Neither does yours.
That's a lot of. Right, we've got another comment. Did you rage quit? I wish I could answer the question on rage quit. I did actually mention that in the driver briefing, guys. Rather just try and keep it safe, but unfortunately things happen.
I have to check the replay. I wonder if Jan was not maybe pushed up towards the grass. Couldn't really see from my angle. I just saw Yukuma McLaren, and the next moment it smashed into the side of that green Ferrari of Milan, sending him straight back to the pits. He did sit there for 2 seconds. I think the damage at the end of the day was already done and too great. He would have lost just too much time.
Yeah, to come up with for Jared as well. The guys put in a lot of time, a lot of effort in for practicing, and this is for a good, to claim ACC console winner for Africa Simfest. So it's not like it. Unfortunately, these things happen, but it's not like it. It's not like it to fool me. We don't wish anything upon it or anybody else. Alrighty, Jared, thanks for joining us in the YouTube and sharing your situation. 2 minutes of damage. That's why.
And we're still watching this battle between Shanahan and Kutzer. They've put a little bit of a gap onto Dean Kutzer. Ricky Buitendag. Kutzer and Buitendag still running very, very close to each other. Brandon Williams picking up the fastest lap. He's increased that gap to Shanahan by another 2 seconds. Where is he making up all of that time? Oh, what's going on there, Frecky? Not getting the best of, well, Corner getting the best of him.
Yes, unfortunately. He was a lot closer to Dean Kutzer, which is now slowly but surely just keeping his pace. Double checking the brake lights on the Lambo of Shane Kutzer.
Running nose to tail basically with Shanahan. Dean Kutzer obviously pulled out a little bit of a gap, 1.2 second gap over Frecky Buitendag after that little mistake that he made in the opening sequence of corners. Stoffberg and Rousseau having a little bit of a battle, running very close to each other. He's coming up to the Schumacher S's now.
Not forget about the cars running a little bit behind the field, having their own little battles. Obviously Rousseau double checking Stoffberg how is he going to make the pass, putting a little bit more pressure.
Brandon Williams putting on a lap.
But so very, very close here on Stoffberg.
Oh, that's nose to tail stuff.
Is he going to be making a pass very soon, maybe down the main straight into the first corner?
That BMW also no slouch on the straight.
Those tires are overworking.
Oh, he's not close enough. I don't think he's going to be close enough to pull a move. He could have maybe stuck it down the inside if he was a little bit closer.
But unfortunately, he's got one click up on the rear wing for the rest of the lap. Section 2 and 3.
Oh, but he is so close to him. Oh, is he going to... Yeah, is he going to stick it down the inside?
Side by side.
Yes!
Making it work. Next
And
corner.
he gets it. He pulls it through on the inside. What a nice move there by Rousseau in the number 88 BMW.
Fantastic. Side by side action here today. Righty, so Rousseau is now going to be chasing Don. Next target, Summarize in front of him. He just needs to close that gap. Becky is also a little bit closer to Dean.
He somehow managed to survive all of the carnage from turn 1, and he's actually made up a good couple of positions. Yeah, finding himself in 6th place. It's still really tight between Dean Kutzer and Buitendag. Not even half a second between them. And I see between Shanahan and Kutzer even a smaller gap between those two, so they're really going at each other.
Robin, yeah, that was a great move. Down that little downhill. Ooh. Buitendag just making that good stick. Is there going to be enough slipstream behind the Ford to make
He's
that move
close.
in the first corner?
He's close. He's going to have to be brave on the brakes. I don't think he's close enough.
No,
Unfortunately not. He's not close enough there.
but I can guarantee you Dean is sweating at the moment. While Becky is putting down the pressure.
Definitely sweating. This McLaren is really good through these tight sections.
Oh, so close.
Out on his bumper.
Funny enough, JT Schaefer, you know him as well.
Yes.
And he's joined the racing on the GT3 on iRacing this morning, and he lost his bumper.
I lost his bumper.
So I was like, oh, he's racing McLaren, but there's no bumper. But well, this is what going to look like on console, but very, very good chasing down by Freaky Dean for 4th position. There we go. We just
got to rear-ended him.
Oh no,
Oh,
Dean's
no.
not going to be happy about that. Too late on the brakes. Is he going to be? He's waiting
again, and it would seem that Freaky Baitendag has done the right thing and he's given back the position. Have a look as they come through the S's. Yes, there goes Dean, there goes Baitendag. Oh, and that's allowed Don to close right up.
the gap.
Yeah, he's closed up, putting some pressure there on Freaky Baitendag. Oh, right on the back of him.
I don't think Dean has got really any damage. It was just a little bit of a rear tap, but I'm not too sure on Freaky's aerodynamics on the McLaren, but it is what it is. We spoke about the front bumper.
Yeah.
And as you can see, there is a little bit of a itch and scratch over there. Well done.
That'll be costing him a few tenths a lap, definitely.
Well done. Close the gap.
One looking nice through there.
And Rousseau in the background also catching up.
Caught up to this back because of that incident. Shanahan has pulled out a little bit of a gap over Kutzer. Gone up to 6 tenths, standing closer towards 7 tenths.
Trying to kill some fires here. The gap is growing in the front. Brandon Williams, who stands ahead. He's got a lot of clean air and just focusing on lap times. While Shanahan and Kutzer is just...
They're still going at each other. Yeah, Robin, I have to agree with you there. That was the right thing to do for Freaky Baitendag, was to give that position back. Cause the incident, gave that position. Definitely the right thing to do so. It's a good sportsmanship. These two guys are delivering some great racing between themselves. Between Shanahan and Kutzer. Kutzer absolutely relentless with the pressure that he's putting onto Shanahan. Oh, he's brought that gap down by 4 tenths, and that explains why it's right up. There's a nice view.
So I'm going to jump into the Lambo.
There we go. Oh, that's looking good.
There we go. A little bit of inside action between these guys.
Oh, wait. Shanahan just putting a wheel out on the gravel there. Oh, that's looking good by both drivers. Not giving each other an inch. Baitendag was at the front there. He's a lap behind. Hopefully he'll move out of the way. Shane Kutzer so consistent with these lap times. Actually went 3 tenths faster. He's looking at it. Looking at it. Yeah, Robin, definitely nice view, I have to say. Put you right at the front of the action there. This Lambo looking really good through this tight section here, through the slow stuff. Oh, a little bouncy. Oh, maybe just a little bit of a lapse of concentration by Kutzer as he put it out of the grass, collected nicely, keeping it tight, leading up to the Schumacher S's. Baitendag needs to move out of the way. He needs to get out of the way. Kutzer, there we go. Baitendag gets out of the way. Must be following the blue flags there. Shanahan just to pull away from a little bit. This McLaren's so good through the tight stuff, so good through the slower sections. Brandon Williams still out on 8 laps completed, fastest lap still with him.
Bouncy, better than the previous lap. Back on the rear bumper.
Oh, that's so close through there.
There we go. closer. Is he going to be?
He's going to stick it down the inside. He's going to stick it down the inside. He's going to make this one stick. Oh, maybe just push him a little bit. Push him a little bit. He's made it stick. He's made it stick. What a move. That was great. Copybook turn one, overtake.
Definitely. Copy and paste. Righty. Well, Shane.
Kom nou Soutie. Kom Soutie.
Thanks, Daryl, for the comment. But will Shane try and close the gap to the Ford? Is it too late? There's still about 41 minutes left of this race. There's still a pit that needs to be done as well, so that is quite important. No, moet ek die regte knoppies druk. No, I didn't do it right.
You want to change your view first?
I need to change the view first. No, not that one. Drive. That one. Alrighty. Gap is quite big.
Up to 13.5 seconds now. Brandon Williams is cruising home at this point in time. But Kutzer and Shanahan. Shanahan, is he going to make it back up? Shane Kutzer in second, Shanahan in third. Dean Kutzer running in fourth place. Got his hands a little bit full with Frikkie Buitendorp, although he's managed to pull out about a 2-second lead now. Let's see if it stays that way. So in sixth, he's got about a 2.7-second gap to Stoffberg. And then we've got Don the Samurai in eighth place, Buitendorp. Van Buitendorp 2 laps behind, but still running.
Righty, we got Robin asking red flag option for a restart of the race due to the incident on turn 1. Robin, it's a catch-22 to be honest. It all comes down to, you know, what the guys and administration decide to make the call. But on Assetto Corsa, no. I mean, we can restart the server straight back to start the race. There is a little bit of an admin situation on that, getting everybody back into in the right positions.
Yeah, because you would have to set up the grid manually there.
Exactly. Yeah. So there is a little bit of a delay. We have done that with a very bigger field on endurance racing that we had to restart, and everybody had to be placed back where they were. It is a little bit of a mission, but it can be done. But I think for today's race, unfortunately, no restart. We actually were hoping to have a cleaner start, but yeah, that is basically it.
Yeah, obviously being part of the MSA picture, restarts, server restarts, obviously not allowed under the MSA rules, and jumping back to the pit with damage, obviously not allowed under the MSA rules as well. But I think that's an interesting conversation though. If they could build that mechanic, a red flag mechanic, into the next Assetto Corsa, I mean that would make it a proper symbol. It'd be difficult to execute. But I think that would be a nice little quality of life thing to have in the game.
Maybe not, but we know console racing it's still active. The thing is, I think Assetto Corsa obviously looking at the bigger picture, PC and so forth, and Evo coming up. So we don't know exactly what, if there's, I haven't heard if there's anything coming up for console ACC. I think they finished with all deliveries, they finished with everything on console. So we have to stick with what we have and keep on racing.
Yeah. Any plans from LNR in terms of Assetto Corsa Evo? Obviously, I mean that's probably a rhetorical question, but what are those plans, Rudy? Explain to us your plans. Are we seeing a Polo Cup? Are we seeing a golf Mark 1 Cup? Let's put it that way.
We from the LNR side, we're not there yet. I think we first have to double check exactly what is happening with Evo and what's the plans going on forward. All the bugs and stuff being sorted out, and what is capable, and what is the drivers out there are going to be in need of us to do. But so it's a very good question, but there's so many options, but we're sticking to what we know at the moment, and Assetto Corsa is ticking all the boxes, no complications, but we do have a DC here and there due to obviously our network in South Africa. But
yeah,
I mean,
I just had one.
but it's yeah, we're sticking to what we have. We don't want to compromise and lose drivers due to a quick move, and the game's bugs and stuff is not sorted out. So there's definitely a lot of stuff we need to look into. And then we've also got Robin saying MSA director can make the call for a restart. Yes, Robin, I think we could have maybe received the call, but I think with a small grid, unfortunately today, Jared has been racing. He joined us last year as well. He had a good race last year, and so forth. So yeah, I'm hoping that Jared would join us again. Maybe endurance events that's coming up during the course of the year and so forth. So we'll definitely press on his button and see if we can rejoin. Then back to Daryl Le Mans.
Ultimate. Now that's one that I actually can't wait. I wouldn't mind covering that to console, I'll be honest. And those hypercars look like so much fun to drive.
Well, we'll all have to wait and see, and again, make sure all the bugs are worked out perfectly. And yeah, I mean, we had a lot of complications at the beginning of Assetto Corsa.
Oh yeah, no, we had a lot of sort of instabilities, but they managed to sort that out.
Alrighty, that's enough chat from the pit box. I need to grab my cooler and have a look at the racing again. Who's close enough here? No, everybody's got a little bit of a gap if I look on the map.
We're seeing all of these pockets. I mean, Kutsura's running 15 seconds behind Williams. Shanahan, and he must have made another mistake or two. His gap has increased to about 4 seconds to Kutsura. I think Kutsura's 10 seconds behind Shanahan, and then we're still waiting for time split there. Let's stay on him. That blue BMW looking so nice in the sunlight.
These guys are just focusing on the racing line and hopefully working out a fuel strategy. There's 35 minutes left. Track temperature's at 33. Track is still optimum, so everything is in line. They just need to keep the car, the GT3, on track.
I drove that BMW around Spa for one race, and I promised myself to never set foot in that car again. I did not enjoy that race at all.
Unfortunately, that is the options we've got on Assetto Corsa. We have got a couple of GT3s to find your feet and start racing. Front, middle and rear engine vehicles. Righty, the gap between Shane and Brandon is growing, unfortunately. Shanahan is also losing a little bit of time. I was hoping that he would stay underneath the rear wing of the Lambo. Shane is still hanging in there.
You could see still doing solid in fourth. Still running solid there.
See the road rash on these vehicles. Alrighty, I don't know when we're going to be seeing the first couple of pit stops. Are they going to be going in within the next 3 minutes for half time? Would they stick it out another 10 minutes for the last 20 minutes before tire swap and a little bit of fuel? Remember, their pit stop is, all of them are exactly the same length of seconds.
I'm expecting most of the drivers to come in maybe 15 to 10 minutes from the end. I know drivers like Brandon Williams, he likes leaving at the last minute.
And you do need to clear your pit stop, otherwise you will be getting a penalty.
Yeah, that's 180 second.
That is correct.
180 second penalty that gets added to your race time.
Yes. Right, thanks Robin. Yeah, all the racing comes down to more or less the same. Some guy needs to pull the plug, say, all right, let's put it a hold, let's restart. As Daryl mentioned, as well as the F1 there on the YouTube channel. Thanks again for joining us, guys. There is a prize gift going out to a driver of the day, so you need to nominate these. So Daryl, if you can nominate somebody, and Robin, and so forth. Jazzman. Yeah, let's see who can make that stick for us. Yeah, Forster voted for himself.
Yeah,
He voted for himself to win the prize. But unfortunately, we have to give it to a driver. So please let us know who you think has done well today. Brandon still fastest lap. What was his fastest lap? 1:54.3. And as you can see, all his lap times is averaging at 1:54.8.
That was on lap 7 that he did that. Lap 1:54.399. About a second off qualifying pace.
A little bit more fuel, etc., etc. We all know the situation. Daryl, Buitendag. Oh, which one? The two brothers. They can't unfortunately share the prize, but yeah, one of the Buitendags. If you want to vote for one of them, please just let us know which one. Righty, there's no more guys really close. There's somebody jumping to the pits. The guys are jumping to the pits. We've got Shane.
Shanahan's, he's moved past the pits. Dean also in. And Rousseau. No, sorry, that's not. Yes, it's Rousseau in the BMW that's in.
That pit looks a little bit jumpy from this side. I don't know what's going on there. They repaved the whole pit section. Robin, thanks for voting for Brandon.
Got to go to Brandon Williams for his pace and consistency. Absolutely agree with you there, Robin.
Righty, they are jumping out. Shane jumping back out on track, making sure that he's not crossing the white line. Yay, next up. Dean still in the pits. Stoffberg in the pits. All the road rage.
Oh, that's Ferrari's seen some better days. I'm just looking at the cars sitting in the pit stops or in the pits. I think that's personally another nice little quality of life thing that I would like to see in the Assetto Corsa Evo is actually people working on the car.
From a spectator point of view.
From a spectator perspective, yeah, and not just the car sitting in the pits, being jacked up, nothing happens, and then you see the car drops and it goes off. Would be nice little quality of life thing to have actual people around the car.
Yeah.
Doing stuff.
Well, if you're racing, you can see the guys doing stuff, but yeah. Alrighty, Shanahan jumping to the pits, making sure everything is legit. 28 minutes to go. Brandon also in the pits.
He's also in the pits. That's surprising. I thought he would have run a lot longer. Probably wants to get those tires out.
Let's have a look on the map. Where is Shane at the moment? No, he's finishing in the middle of sector 2. So the gap is still quite big. Unfortunately, we would have liked to see a little bit more close action racing here towards the end of the race. Okay. Make the notes usually taking one of the gifts for Buitendags. So he's got a vote. Brandon's got a vote.
It looks like Brandon's got another one in there from Daryl.
Did he get another one? Brandon
Yeah.
picked up another one. Fantastic. Thanks, Daryl.
Now, interesting. We're going to have to watch Shanahan and Kutzer. I don't know when Shanahan is planning on coming into the pits, but I can only think that he is trying to build a bit of a gap.
Shanahan has already pitted, Mitchell.
The Klager pit.
Yes, he's got the green little block next to his race number.
Oh, so he's pitted, yes.
He has pitted.
So it's just Fenton and Colm that still need to pit.
Yes,
So
we
now-
are still out somewhere there in the crowds.
Yeah, ons braai nog.
We are. Maybe you, Brian. I'm just laying on the grass, Mitchell. I'm in my gazebo. Ek kyk hoe ry hierdie klomp mal mense. Awesome driving so far by Brandon Williams, keeping the Ford intact, not pushing it over the limits.
10 seconds the gap now between Kutzer and Shanahan.
Clicking away here on the remotes to check and give you guys feedback on lap times and so forth. Further than that,
Let's see the actual race
we
times.
obviously missed Freaky making a pass on Dean somewhere along the line.
I think he must have done that in the pits. 3.1 second gap between Flicker Buitendag and Dean Kutzer after that round of pit stops.
I'm here on Freaky just checking if he's going to be making any mistakes. Slightly further down the field, Stoffberg just keeping the Ferrari on track. Don has moved a little bit back. Don the Samurai. Good old faithful Aston. He's also doing the Aston on the PC series as well.
Interesting question there from Robin. Is there a winner or a champion for the AM class, and who is racing in pro and AM? Pro and amateur. Really, maybe you can answer that for us. Are there, we have classes in this race here? Because I see the white blocks and the silver blocks, which usually indicate your pro and your pro or your amateur drivers. Is that the case here, or is it an open class race?
This is obviously an open class race due to the little attendance, unfortunately. So we'll have one winner for this event to be crowned Africa Sim Racer and so forth. But if the field was a lot bigger, we would have had a pro and an AM, yes. But we entered the guys like that, hoping for a bigger field. But there's only going to be one winner, or only 3 top winners. Aston Martin looks great. Yes, Robin, it looks good. It sounds good. I actually want to go inside this vehicle. You can actually hear the difference.
An Aston.
No.
Or the Ford.
No, not the Ford. Just need to hit the right button again.
Brandon is on a faster lap. His fastest lap is a 154.399. He's 2 tenths, almost 3 tenths up on that, coming through the Schumacher races. Going, gee, he made up 2 tenths just through that section of corners there. Is he going to put it into the 150? Let's have a look. Or is that just...
It's on the table.
That's probably just better from his previous lap, I think. And not in his overall...
On his
best
last
lap.
lap, most probably. Let's check him through the last couple of corners before I jump into the car with Don the Samurai. You can just have a sound of that Aston on the inside. So that was better than his last. That is correct, yes. Righty, here we go. We get nice tight in the corners.
Oh, he got it right. He just put a wheel out to the grass on the right hand side. That obviously made him lose traction. He's going to hit the brake there. Run the risk of spinning the car out, blocking the wheels up, spinning out. Controlling that nicely at the end, but that small little mistake, especially wide being Senna aces, Schumacher aces, and collecting the gravel trap.
I think Don has found his feet with the Aston about consistency. He actually gave a couple of guys a good run for their money a couple of nights ago in our club events. Catching up here or so. A little bit late on the brakes. Get it, exit. So far so good. Okay, let's quickly, no, I need to change the view. We'll do that one before. There we go. 21 seconds between Brandon and Shane. Gap is growing lap by lap. Sorry for the quietness. Let's hope everything goes as planned for the next 19 minutes left of this race. Track is still optimum. 33 degrees, like a hot day there in Germany. Ford, Lambo, Ferrari, and then Dean with his Ford in 4th position. Not a lot to fight at the moment. I don't want to press a button and then I'll get stuck again.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do that now. Alrighty, 18 minutes left of this race. We've got Brandon up for his gift. One of our sponsorships. Yay. Where is the close action? Brandon just made a pass on. Is that John? No, it was not John. It is 93. Yep, he made the pass on Jan. Oof, look at the battle scars over here.
Battle scars on that McLaren.
Something else happened which we did not see. Okay. Breaking, having enough fresh air in front of him. Rousseau into the first corner. Tucking it nice and deep into the right to obviously have a little bit of a better exit on the next corner, but I don't know. Hy ruk 'n pluk bietjie daai wiel vir my. But well done, Joshua. Sticking it out in the BMW. Not really catching the Mustang. Gaps are way too big. What is going to happen? Is somebody going to lose concentration? Is somebody going to cut some grass or hit a little bit of the kitty litter? We don't know. But it's just back to, obviously, we are starting a Monday night. We are starting with our MSA League as well, MSA Cup. For the guys that is joining that could not participate today. So Monday night we are on Bathurst. Oh. Our favorite track.
Absolute,
in the mountain.
Absolute car breaker of a track. You can either drive that track or you can't. There's no in between when it comes to Bathurst, unfortunately.
So we're looking forward to kicking off the season with MSA as well this year. We've got a total of 6 races, and again, 1 champion that needs to be crowned. And then looking forward to next year as well. So if you've got a console, instead of all the other games you want to come racing, please come and join us. Find us on Facebook, Discord, and so forth. Righty, Lambo, Ferrari. Where is the action, David? Where are we going to be going?
I think the guys too much gap.
Yeah, they're all finding their feet, focusing on lap times. Then while we're here, next 14 minutes, we'll also do a little bit of a highlight. Maybe we can see the replay of the start of the race, and we'll have a little bit of a chat there. Hopefully, if this console buttons is working with us today, then yeah. And we also want to just have a shout out to our LNR sponsorships, Cellular City, as you can see on screen. Then we've got Leher's Auto Clinic down in Mulsbury, and obviously consoles which we are racing on. BV Auto also stepped up the plate this year. They're also giving us a little bit of a hand. TPS Training and Printing, I've actually received some goodies from them, which we'll share in the live stream just now. And then from there we are shooting through to Mazda and Volvo Menlyn. Don't fall asleep, David. Let's focus. Volvo and Mazda, thank you very much. Simulator Cave, that's assisting all our drivers with the necessary things. And then Virtual Assist Pro Solutions, that is also assisting us for the rest of the year.
With all of the social media and stuff.
Yes, and then lastly we have got Legacy. Thanks a lot to them as well. There's a couple of races coming up this year, so please guys come and join us.
As Rudy said, next race is Monday night.
Monday night, 8 o'clock.
8 p.m.
And if you want to come and join us, Robin, with the commentary and the chat box, you're more than welcome. You will find me again sitting somewhere next to a kangaroo there in Bathurst. I will not chase the kangaroo over the fence.
G'day, mate.
To make an accident or have a piece of meat there. But yeah, please come and join us. We have got our guys joining me on a regular basis. Neil Struble, we got Donnie Bosch, joining in the commentary and so forth. So please, we would like to have your feedback on the YouTube chat box, and it will just assist us in making our racing a lot better. So please join us from 8 o'clock. And yeah, looking forward to Bathurst. Let's have a look. No. Brandon on his own.
Way out, and yeah, Shanahan, he's closed off about a second off that gap. Luckily, no issue with the kangaroos in this race.
What animals is there in Germany that's going to run across a track like this?
Dachshunds.
Dachshunds.
Warshund. Warshund.
Oh no. But
I think for those that don't understand the kangaroo references the whole time, I think it was about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We had they had the endurance
real
endurance race at Bathurst, and one of the Mustangs collected a kangaroo that crossed the track at 250 km an hour, and it obviously made a right mess, not just of the kangaroo, but the Mustang didn't come off too great on that as well. Driver at least okay. But yeah, wildlife out on the track.
Yeah, Robin. We had a lot of question marks about Bathurst for the opening track. Yeah, let's have the difficult one right in the beginning, and hopefully everybody will then stay in their lane and have enough practicing for Monday night's race. That first corner is also nice and wide, but yeah, anything can happen these days, so let's hope the guys will keep their noses clean and tuck in after each other after the first sector of Bathurst. So yeah, looking forward to it, and I'm sure by the end of that, or the last couple of minutes of that race, we'll have a lot of blue flags waving for the guys that need to keep left or keep right for the faster drivers just to make a clean pass.
I would say Bathurst turn 1 is the least of my worries. You make it through turn 1, happy days. My concern is more coming down that section at the mountain. Somebody's spun in front of you and you don't see it. There's not really much time to react. And we saw it in the real life race with the Bathurst Endurance 2-3 weeks ago, with the Mercedes smashing into one of the other drivers going up the mountain. Just so many blind corners. If somebody has to spin out there, you can end up having a pretty bad day.
And that's why we've got the guys with the yellow flags and the blue flags and all the darn flags on the track to let us know. And we've got a blue flag there on the side of a spectator. Blue for BMW. That's it. Joshua Rousseau's got some family standing there in the stands waving a blue flag.
I see what you've done there. I see what you've done there.
Alrighty.
Definitely, Robin, that corkscrew is that's something else. Mind you, that corkscrew at Laguna Seca as well is something else to deal with there. I mean, that must be such an experience in real life. Just seeing the track all of a sudden drop away from you.
You know it's there, but you don't see it.
Yeah, you know it's there, but you don't see it.
Am I too fast? Am I too slow?
Blind faith at the end of the day that you're going to make the corner.
Righty, everybody else is just phased out. As you can see on the track map, everybody is just in their own little pace. Enough fresh air, focusing to chase it to the end. There's another 8 minutes left of this race.
Shanahan's put that gap down by another second and a bit.
As we watch the Samurai and his orange, black and white
Williams not
vehicle.
showing any signs of slowing down. He's just belting it around the track, lap after lap. I have to say, for an aging sim, this game still looks absolutely spectacular. It looks so good. It sounds good. Let's hope they can carry that forward into Evo.
We can only hope so. Alrighty, back to... What did I miss? What did I miss?
A little bit of bouncy there by Don. Then just collect it.
And remember, 76 is not his age, so he needs to stay awake. He needs to be bouncy. So he has to be there.
I'm hoping if he races at the age of 76, he's got his damn reading glasses on. Otherwise, you won't spot the brake markers.
Alrighty, so in the front, we've still got Brandon Williams. Big enough gap. He can actually slow down and just catch, so that Kutsa can catch him and he can play around. I mean,
he can quite literally stop and smell the daisies and get going again.
Well, have a piece of meat at your braai.
I mean, if not, why not? The booty roll he saw. Sorry, Brandon, he's a booty roll, but I can try him.
An ice cold Coke. And then Shane in the Lambo. It's actually so good to see Shane not on the Porsche. I mean, me and Shane were racing together for a long time. And
he's lethal in that Porsche though.
We are.
He is absolutely lethal in that Porsche. I like how we say, Shane's absolutely lethal in that Porsche, and then Rudy comes in. Yes, we are.
We are, definitely.
Shane goes from Shane to we.
Yeah, we are. Team buddies and endurance events for the rest of the year as well. Back in the Porsche, and we are going to be looking forward to the next Sunday night endurance race. But even before joining the admin team, I was still in the Porsche doing good laps with Shane and the previous leagues as well. So good bunch of cars all racing together. Shanahan dating back to COVID days.
I started up with ACC in the COVID days as well. I was racing with
Project Cars. We were actually racing together.
Project Cars, Project Cars. I remember racing Project Cars as well, and that was actually a good sim. I mean, that wasn't a bad. It started going a little bit sideways with 2 and 3. The wagon a little bit. That wasn't quite what we were expecting from them. But that's where it all started for us. With back in the day, with SA Real Racing and Forza Motorsport, where I started. 2019 COVID days, moved over to ACC, and I haven't touched another sim since then. I started off in the Lamborghini that Shane is throwing around the track there now. And then when the Ferrari came out, this one that we're looking at now, in Shanahan, I went over to that and I just stuck with it. But I have to say, the last few times I drove the Porsche, what a car. It just doesn't like turning under the brakes as much as the Ferrari does. But Porsche definitely for me personally one of the best soundings, if not the best sounding car in the game by far.
Ellen, thank you very much for your vote there. Joshua for the prize. So we got 2 Brandons, 2 Joshuas. So we still got 4 minutes left of the race. Unless somebody comes in with
one more vote.
One more vote
for
one of these drivers.
Tied.
Yes.
All tied between Rousseau and Williams at the moment. 2 votes each.
Righty. Let's look at that beautiful blue BMW. There, you see there, spectators
There's
still
the
waving.
blue flag.
The
There's
blue
the blue
flag.
flag. There we go. There we go. We've got some Rousseau supporters out in the stands.
Spectators got flags. Jan hanging in there with his battle scars McLaren.
Kudos for him to still be going and then not jumping out of the race. Don's still going, Stoffberg's still going, Becky Baitendorf, and so you could see a solid performance up in 4th position. Very well done by him. Shanahan got that gap down a little bit more, down to 8 seconds. Kutzer in 2nd, and then obviously our race leader, Brandon Williams. He's well over 30 seconds clear of the pack, not showing signs of slowing down at all. Coming up to lap somebody. Look,
No.
he's coming up. Oh,
Wrong-
somebody
wrong
went to the
button.
pits there. You see somebody went to the pits, or is it just behind us?
No, I'm trying to catch Brandon here.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, our cameraman is just having a moment
There we
here.
go.
His name is Jay. So, just give him a second. I'm sure he'll
We
come up.
found the right view with all these buttons, yes. Alrighty, we are back on board with Brandon chasing down
Leader.
the Samurai, and yeah, let's stay here for a while.
3 minutes and 13 seconds. So it'll be this lap and one more lap after this. Very nice. Putting Don under some unnecessary stress.
And there we go, blue flag. He moved over. Thank you very much, Don the Samurai, for the leader to make a pass. Nobody's gone off track. There's no incidences. Okay, on racing.
Well, apart from the very unfortunate
Incident.
turn one lap one incident, it's been a fairly clean race. We had one incident between who was it?
Freaky and Dean.
Freaking Dean.
Freaky couldn't get his.
The other one there.
Yes.
Freaky doing the sportsmanlike thing and giving back that position. Leader on the final lap.
We stick to this view. Righty, and again, guys, there's 2 votes up. 2 for Brandon, 2 for Joshua.
We need one more.
We need one more.
One more vote. Must we throw their names in a hat and we call one? Flip a coin. Flip a coin. It solves many things. .303 is the fastest lap done by Brandon. While we're here, obviously, if you guys want to come and join us, LNR console, we are definitely giving out to our drivers. We actually got Pierre Groenewald, who won a Turtle Beach Stealth headset through the lucky draw as well, and we've got a set of gloves going out very soon as well. We've got a pair of socks with lacquer rubber beneath that also going out. We've got some Merc back to our drivers, so it's not just all doom and gloom. We are definitely giving back to the drivers. And what else have we got covered? We've got the Mustang Cup coming up, which Brandon, I hope somebody's going to give Brandon a good chase in the Mustang Cup. We've got some Mustang goodies going out. We're putting a hamper together for the driver for that series. So yeah, And
lots in the pipeline. And the last lap comes
and he
to an
comes
end.
across the line. He grabs the checkered flag. That's Brandon Williams. And as Robin is saying, there in a class of his own. But that's what more than 1 million kilometers worth of racing does to you. It's seat time, seat time, seat time. It counts at the end of the day. And well done, Brandon Williams. Shane Kutzer.
And he's doing a couple of donuts.
Doing a couple of donuts for us. I'm sure the FIA would have something to say about that. Maybe.
Brandon, you need to drive back to the pits, my bro.
Yeah. Well, very well done, Brandon. He's obviously very happy with that. Out of the seat for around 8 months, I think it was now. Back in his first race after 8 months and straight back to winning ways. And then we've got 2 more votes here for Josh. That man has 110 days played time on ACC. Definitely.
Daryl, you know the story, mate. Sure.
He's got 11 to 10 and million days worth of racing.
Righty, as they are making their way back to the pit the normal way, not jumping to the pit. Well done, Brandon. Let's quickly check. All right, then we had Shane finishing up second and Johan Shanahan in third. Dean Kutsia, Joshua So, Freekie Buitendag, Frans Dofberg, Don the Samurai Lahur, Jan Buitendag. And we got our last 2 spectators we still haven't pitted. Can you believe it? Your meters must probably burn on the fire, right?
Now I've got somebody keeping an eye on it.
Alrighty, well guys, thank you for watching. We are going to head over to a highlight just now. Here we go. There's the finals now. And then we quickly want to save that. So let's quickly get this mouse working. Get that John back to this one. Wrong button. All right, David, while the highlights are all saving, and we're going to throw that on screen now as well. We've got the whole Rousseau family here on the YouTube channel here on the end. Where have you guys been? But thanks a lot for the votes, Joshua. Your whole family is standing behind you. Well done. Good race. And I think it was a good race for everybody. It's just too bad about the first incident that we lost for Milan, but yeah. Okay, let's see if this thing has saved the race completely. Whoops, it's still saving. I don't know.
Save highlights. Did you click on it?
I did. Are you sure? Yes. Alrighty. So I am very sure that Mr. Joshua Rousseau has just won himself the Bluetooth speaker from Cellular City that was nominated to come up for that. Gallery highlights. So there was not a lot of overtaking, so we only got 4 minutes of that.
We only got 4 minutes, but what we're interested in is that turn 1 incident.
Let's just wait for this thing to go there. Alrighty, back to, there we go. You are on track as well.
Am I on track as well?
You are on track. Here we go.
So what we're interested in, we want to see is obviously what happens. It's to one of the Beitenbach brothers, I think it was.
Okay, let's quickly double check here. This is the starts, obviously.
Okay, everything's still looking good here. From Yellen and Williams right next to each other. This would have been such an interesting battle. Now we want to go back. Oh, he's just shot straight off.
Let's quickly.
He's just shot straight off.
Let's just move this out of the way, and then we can quickly change the cars.
Here we go. He's just completely shot straight off onto the grass. I don't even think anybody's touched him there. Let's just have a look.
Check Don.
Oh,
there was a little bit of a touch.
He smashed it. He missed his braking zone. He rammed into the back of the Mustang of Sia. That obviously threw him out.
Let's
unable to stop and then smashing into the back and rolling to the side of the Milan. There it is. Just went into the back of that Mustang.
I'm pressing the wrong buttons here. Let me just quickly find. No, that one. No.
Weird with Rudy.
Yeah,
pushing the wrong buttons. He usually likes pressing buttons. Especially mine.
Alrighty, let's quickly
change camera. There we go.
There we go. We want to see the rear of. Oh, there we go.
That's perfect. Misses the breaking point. Boom! Smashes into it on the grass. Oh! Bounces off the wall.
That Ferrari of Milan was nearly on its roof.
That was it. There you can see Shanahan and Kutsia did keep up with Brandon for a couple of laps.
Yeah, so that was the first incident. Let's see what this system is going to show us next. Well, from there, it was all clean.
It was all clean. All clean, and then we had
Brandon took the lead. And as you can see, Robin, we are proudly LNR.
Here we go.
We have got our
LNR
beautiful
cup thingy going, yeah.
Coffee mugs, water bottles, everything branded. And we can even put your race number on, your name, everything else on your shirt and so forth. So yeah, okay. So the highlights, yeah, we had France over here and Joshua making a pass on the inside. And that was really a classic.
Yeah, it was a straight.
Clean, easy,
Even
enough space.
Yeah.
And so forth.
We got a couple of Milan fans out in the stands as well, the green flag.
Alrighty, I'm just getting some feedback here. The guys want to go to another Discord channel for the interviews. So, yeah, let's quickly check if the guys are tuning in there. See, me and the buttons. I can join in here. Let me just double check. Ooh, there's Don the Sunrise gone off the road. We missed that completely.
He was just making space.
Is he still smoking?
He was just making space.
Okay, let us just double check.
Sure he's out of the way.
The input here. Sorry for the delay, guys, but we are making some changes. We are now going to the LNR Discord channel. I need to play that one. Now I'm going to do this one a little bit
on Shanahan into turn 1. That was so well done.
Just join in here. Alrighty.
Where did he come from?
Alrighty, guys, we are live. So just double check.
Everybody.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, well done to the podium there.
Thank you very much.
Oh, how do I switch this thing off? Hi, Rudy. The mic is off.
My mic off. My mic is. Righty, mic is back on, guys. Welcome.
It is.
Fantastic. Everybody here?
Yes, we are.
Fantastic. Alrighty, obviously this is live. We are still watching the highlights on the background of the stream. Yeah, it's just too bad about the first corner incident. I don't think everybody planned for that.
But unfortunate.
It is. Is anybody still in the other chat playing the beautiful background music?
My apologies. I'm trying to exit. It was me.
Don the Samurai.
It's on my phone. Well, at least I kind of, you know, after the day that I've had with the substation going out on me and inverter dying, yeah.
Righty, Robin, thanks a lot for the comment there on our shirts, and thanks a lot to our sponsorships for that. Alrighty, jumping back to you guys. Brandon, welcome.
Yes, sir.
And how was it behind the wheel after a little bit of a long break?
Good to be back. Really enjoyed it. Got the muscle memory going in there, as the lads were saying. Yeah, it's just good to be back. And thanks for hosting us.
Right, fantastic. I think you did well in the beginning. It's unfortunate that Vermeulen was taken out, but I think he was definitely a large player in the field tonight. Yeah, looking forward to the next one. Hopefully we won't lose him again. But congratulations on first position. Shooting up to Shane in the Lambo.
Hello. Yes, how's it?
Good. Take us through your race. I know you and Juan obviously had, I wouldn't say a battle, but you guys followed each other very close for the first half of the race.
Yeah, obviously turn 1, I just saw the screen Ferrari in front of me. I thought I was going to hit it, but luckily didn't. Pity about that. And then, yeah, John got in front of me after turn one, and then, yes, was behind him for a good couple of laps. I couldn't just do a dive bomb on or anything like that, otherwise I would have taken him out. But other than that, it was good race. Setup felt decent enough. Didn't quite have the pace like Brendan and Jared and them. So I was aiming for a third today, basically. Other than that, yeah, good racing, and yeah, thanks for hosting us.
Well, thank you for joining us on track, Shane. Over to Juan. What a race!
It was eventful. uh, I made a little bit of a mistake with my fuel, so I got full tank of fuel instead of. I was so used to doing the splash dash on all our other races that I forgot to do, like also a little bit softer, but it was much better. Yeah, good. Thanks for hosting us, like everybody said. Yeah.
Right, John, I think we need to get you a new mic there as well. Well, thanks for the feedback. Then over to the next guys was that's it. That's our top three guys. We got obviously Dean in the chat. Dean, anything from your side?
Hey, don't forget us amps. Hey.
No, Rudy, I'm just here for moral support. That's all, you know.
Well,
I
welcome.
need it after the day.
Oh,
How was
great.
the race? It was tough start to end.
Yeah, Don the Samurai. Yeah, that was yeah. Take us through it.
No, it was managed to jump ahead there into the lead. But when I came across Dean, and I think it was Freaky, that dirty air went on the curbs. So I got some damage. So I just like dropped off the pace from there. After the pit stop, I was on a recovery drive chasing down France. Almost got him, but as you know, I'm getting older, so there's a slight lapse in memory, and I forgot to change to 6 before the last chicane. So I almost went into the pits. But yeah, no, happy with it, and I just want to thank everybody that turned up for the event, those that did register and took part. And yeah, unfortunately, due to lots of other things, the field was a bit small, but we are on a mission to grow it. We got the cup event coming up and more stuff planned. So those that didn't turn up, you guys missed out. And we got big things coming ahead.
Definitely, me and David also covered a lot of that during the course of the last hour and a half that we've been chatting and laughing and a great thanks to everybody on the YouTube channel that has actually joined us. Talking about the YouTube channel. So we have got Joshua who has won the prize from Cellular City. Thanks a lot, Dean, for assisting us with this. He has been voted for the win. It was quite tight. We had Brandon and then we had Rousseau coming through here, and his whole family punted him at the end watching the stream. So yeah, thank you to everybody else that joined us.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. He's got a good turn of pace in that BM on the straights. Yeah, I just couldn't keep up with him there.
Alrighty, Brandon, we will see you Monday night for the next race and the rest of the team.
Just a quick one. Just a reminder that this license you guys have bought allows you entry into the MSA Cup as well. So you can participate in the MSA Cup and any other event going forward this year that we may have.
I'm hoping that Mr. Vermeulen will maybe come and join us and give Brandon Williams also a chase for his money with Juan and Shane in the mix.
100%.
Alrighty.
But awesome race, everybody.
Thank you for joining.
And thanks to our commentators, Rudy and David. Thank you so much for putting some time aside for us.
Yes.
to make
Thank
this
you.
happen, and all the organization you guys have done behind the scenes. Nobody knows it, but you guys have been working flat out for the last
Yeah, everybody,
couple of
thank you
months.
for joining. We're still watching our replay this side.
And yeah,
All right, Don, thanks a lot for your feedback and
awesome.
everything
Really
else.
appreciate it. Yeah.
No problem
There's
whatsoever.
Russo joining now.
Did Rousseau join us now?
Yeah,
Also,
in the
Joshua?
chat.
Is hij gemute? Josh? On the phone? I think he's only listening in. Darcy,
I
I think
hello?
he was leaving.
Well done, Josh. Well easy.
Oh, all right. Mic not working. Nie seker nie. Alrighty, thanks a lot, guys, for joining in the interview. We are now going to switch this on off, and then we will chat with the rest on the stream. Thank you very much for joining.
Cheers,
You
cheers
have a
everyone.
good one.
And
Thanks,
see you guys
Cheers,
on the
guys.
mountain.
Okay, fantastic. As you can see, the last replays, it's just still playing. Alrighty, so next up we have got the MSA Africa Sim Racing Cross Car Challenge that will start soon. So I'll be handing over to Stephen and the boys again, doing an awesome one on the iRacing streaming. And yeah, again, guys, come and join us. We need as much as we can, for as long as we can, to keep the sports alive. I know a lot of guys are moving over to PC, but our console guys are still active. So if you've got the limited on funds, come and join us on console, and we will try and assist you as far as we can. Yeah, and I think that is basically. Thank you for watching. We had a lot of comments. Thanks, Robin, Daryl, the whole Rousseau family that joined us here on the end, and I don't want to miss anybody, but again, the Jordan, Andre, thank you very much. Vosloo for joining in the chat. Bye, Donkey Yellow. That is awesome. It's awesome to be here, and I will see you guys on the next stream, which will be on Monday. So please come and join us and chat soon.
Go, thank you everybody for joining. Monday night, 8 p.m. Next race, first MSA race of the season. You then.